Good morning, guys. Oh, well, it's just gonna be. So, I wanted to talk to you guys about my last couple of days. I wanted to talk to you about my last couple of days. I didn't get to post a video, and it's because I've been living more spontaneous. Probably about 2 nights ago now, I was in Mount Shasta just talking to some friends, and all of a sudden somebody said something about going up to this one hot spring, and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna go. It was like a spontaneous yes that normally I want to sit down and plan out. And honestly, as I was driving up there, I was like, just turn around, you're tired, what are you doing? And then you're going to be all the way up there. And so I get up there, it was great. But then I decided to camp up there. They had a little campground outside, which was not so great. Very noisy, right next to the road. And so I got to really sit with a lot of judgments that I make about places, about people, because the next day I was talking to some of the people that were in the camp right next to me, and it was like one of those things where I already was making judgments about them and feeling unsafe, and at some point, I pulled away and went and meditated in my tent to see really what was going on here. Why do I feel so unsafe? If you've seen any of my other videos or some of my TikToks, this has been kind of a theme, was I never really knew what this term safety meant. And now it's, I can't say being thrown at me, but yes, in some ways, it's like all of the ways in which I don't actually feel safe, just so that I think I can feel it and actually know what it means. But I'm standing there talking to these pleasant people, but I was just like, nope, nope, nope. So when I went to go meditate, it was like that I don't fit in here. You know, these are people who live in their car, I'll call it involuntarily. And me, I'll call it voluntary right now. I could go get a place, I could go, so there's like a lot of this, I'll call it superiority, that was starting to come up in me, of like recognizing that pretty much anywhere I go, and I don't even just mean from a car lifing standpoint, but I set myself apart, whether I feel superior, like in this situation, or on the opposite end, if I really look up and admire somebody, then I feel inferior. And instead of seeing everybody as individuals, and that we're all out here doing our own thing, discovering our own stuff about it ourselves. It's still pretty early. I'm still coffeeing up, so that's why my thought patterns maybe aren't the greatest right now. But all of that to say, I really got to see that. And so I went back out, and there was one lady that I really connected with, and I just felt actually more drawn to her energy. And I didn't really know what that meant until kind of like that moment when she was just doing her own thing and singing and dancing, and and she didn't give a shit who saw her or what anybody thought of her. And I was just admiring that. And later on I did tell her about that, and that's when I really got to connect with her and feel deeply that she is somebody that I super resonate with. Like, that's where my soul wants to go, more in that free direction of like, I don't care what other people think of me. I'm just going to do the thing that I want to do. And instead, I'm in this phase of, I don't really know what I want to do, and I don't know what it would feel like. Like I see her singing and dancing, and it's like, I don't know if I'm just so sheltered that if I start singing and dancing, people are going to judge me, or do I just not want to do it? I don't know. So either way, talked with her, and later on they invited me to go with them on, I'll call it a trip. I'm going to move the camera because sun's in my eyes. Better. So, where was I? Oh, they invited me on a trip. And I could feel like my heart wanted to say yes. Mostly because I would get to connect with her, but there's 2 other people in the group that, I was still feeling out, I'll call it safety on. And either way, I'm like, I could feel like my heart was saying yes, but my conditioning was like, what are you doing? We have to think this through. We have to, let's regroup. So at some point, I did just break away. I went somewhere to a park and meditated and just hung out with myself all day. And the sense that I got was like, I am living in fear. There is some big things happening right now. And I am looking to play it safe. And I am looking for security and comfort instead of embracing the path that is being shown to me. And I don't know. There was a lot about, like just all of the things that could possibly go wrong. My mind was going through everything. And and also this sense of like, well, I thought I was supposed to be down here instead of up here, and now I'm just, taking myself away from the path. But really what it all boiled down to was, I am scared, and there's an anxiety, and I'm going to be out of my comfort zone. I am like, if you've seen any of my videos, you know that this has been hard. However, I get to an area and I start to build my nest and find comfort. And now every night I'm finding a new place to sleep, and it's great. And, I know where I'm going to go eat or go get coffee next, and there's comfort. Whereas this is something I've never experienced before. I'm not saying it's going to be unsafe, but once again, it's something new. So there was a lot of emotion yesterday, a lot of tears, a lot of anxiety coming up, and it was all welcome. Well, maybe in the moment it was like, what is going on? But it's all welcomed, because this is all, it's kind of getting sad now. Not sad in an actual sad way, but whenever I start crying, this really deep, heartfelt cry, I'm starting to realize that that's the path, is like, because that's me breaking my heart wide open. And I know that sounds terrible, right? But me breaking my heart wide open so that it can heal anew. And not that I love just sitting here crying. Don't love just being at a park and being the person who's crying in the middle of, the grass field thing. I guess it's called a lawn. Words are hard. But yeah, it's like leaning into this. This is what I'm here for. This is what I signed up for, whether I knew it or not, is like breaking down these patterns that are keeping me disconnected from myself and disconnected from other people. And yeah, just leaning into it. So I wanted to share that. Hopefully it resonates with some of you. And yeah, like, I don't know where it's taking me, but this is the path. So here we go. Oh, and if you like my stuff, you like my videos, you like my content, you love my hair, click subscribe. Share me to other people who you think might also find some value, or might also like my hair, or have suggestions for my hair. I actually like my hair. I think it's fun. All right. Well, I'll see you in the next video.